What a win it was yesterday for the Kangaroos, and we're lucky to be joined by North Melbourne ruck in Emma King. And Emma, thanks for joining us this morning. No doubt you are in high spirits today.
Yeah, it's nice to hear that song. I think, we're just getting some momentum going into finals and one more round to go before we can get there.
Well, how did it feel knocking off a high calibre side like the Pies yesterday and pretty much locking in a final spot?
Yeah, I think, they've had a really good season we're building the momentum at the right time of the season, I think, to go into finals, and that was just a nice win for us to know that we've got the confidence moving forward, that the way we're playing our system is working right against the good teams.
Yeah, and you personally had a great game with 12 hit-outs. What's it like having a midfield group like the one you do, and do you think that they're getting better from round one to now heading into finals?
Yeah, absolutely. I think every game we've had some big wins against some lower sides, and we've been able to build off those and work on the small contests methods that we want to work on. And we've got Jazzy Garner, Ash Riddell, Jenna, Mia King in there, and Kim Rennie's just setting that tone for us as well. So the dynamic between the two of us really just sets us up for what we can do deeper into the season.
Yeah, well, they're looking pretty good.
Well, you just mentioned Jasmine Garner. What's she like having in your side, and how much has she grown since the two of you first played together back at Collingwood?
Yeah, I think, I could talk about Jazzy all day. She's just a great person on and off the field, and I think I'm so happy for her that she's playing a season like she is now, and she just has every aspect of the game that we want in a player. She can go forward and kick goals for us right when we need them in those clutch sort of times in games, but just her contest work, she gets a lot of attention around the ball. She just finds a way to get those clearances and just keeps that ball moving forward how we want it to go every game.
Do you think she's a chance for the league's best and fairest?
Oh, I bloody hope so. I think, if she couldn't get it a couple of years ago, I think she's in prime form to get it this year. So.
Yeah, and another superstar in your team is Ash Riddell. Obviously a really consistent player, but tell us about her leadership style.
She's just, her work rate is outstanding. I think through the pre-season especially, she just sets the tone for where we want to be as a team, and you see it week in, week out with the amount of disposal she gets. She's just everywhere. She's just, her work rate inside the contest and her spread from the contest is just something that I know the midfielders especially admire, but the rest of the team really, really value.
Yeah, and we've brought up just two of the midfields now. Being a ruck, is there someone in particular that is more the voice than another? Or do they just take turns with the communication?
I would say it's definitely not Jenna. Jenna's nice and quiet, but no, we've really built on that the last, we're into our 5th season together. We've really built that it's a team-wide thing, and we make sure that it's not just one voice going, because if they're off the field, then we can't rely on them to be there the whole time. So yeah, the midfield groups worked really, really well together, and we've been building every single season and every single game. So. Yeah, nice and strong.
Well, Jenna Bruton was a tackling machine yesterday. You must love watching her attack on the ball each week. Have you ever been nailed by a tackle by Jenna in training?
Yeah, she has a special technique for the taller girls, but you can't get past her. I think she knows exactly what she's doing, and she just, like Ash, her work rate, she just leads by example, and love having her in the team. She just plays her role every single week, which is what we love about her.
Yeah, and Charlie Granville obviously got the late call-up heading into this game, kicked 2 goals. What was she like pre-game? Was she nervous, excited? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, she's only 18 years old. You get around her when something like that happens last minute. She's been out of the side since early in the season, and the 2 goals she got came off the back of pressure and a couple of holding the ball, so really, really value that in our forward line especially, and got around her. Of course, it was her first goal for the season. Yeah,
and was that a boost? Tell us about when someone kicks their first goal, especially after missing a whole lot of the games. What's it like as a teammate when someone kicks a goal like that?
100% you get around them. They've worked really hard, and like I said, it came off a bit of pressure, holding the ball, and she gets it. Last minute call up, you absolutely get around her, and it is a motivational boost for the team, just saying somebody's come in late, 22nd player on the list leading into the week, and she comes in and kicks 2 goals for the side. So yeah, massive.
Massive. Well done.
Well, Emma, big clash next week against the Tigers, and it'll be a big test for your side heading into finals.
Yeah, absolutely. They've only lost 2, 1.
Now won 6 in a row. So.
Yeah, they're on a roll, well. And today's fixture as well for them. They've got the Giants. they've absolutely got the momentum, and I think they're also vying for the top 4 as well. So it's going to be a percentage game for both teams, and we want to make sure that 1, we try to get to the top 4, and 2, we're looking to keep that momentum we've been building for the season going into finals.
And what do you do in the lead up coming up against a team like the Tigers? You know that you've got them next week. They play today. Will you watch them?
Definitely have to watch them. Definitely have to.
I think the coach is listening.
We definitely have to knuckle down on some key players like Mon Conti. Is it Eilish off the half back? She's having an outstanding season. So you've got to make sure we watch who their key players are and that ball movement to them, and make sure that we knuckle down and see how we want to counteract that.
I'm excited to see both midfielders come up against each other.
Yeah, I know.
Well, as a thanks for coming on the show this morning, all of our guests walk away with a gift voucher thanks to Macca's, the McSpicy range at Macca's. Can you handle the heat? Well, thanks for joining us this morning, Emma, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Good job, Kingy.